What a day today. The market was basically selling off until we got that news from the Treasury Department increasing the limit. Alrighty. Way to go to save the market. Way to go to save the market. Good job, guys, because we had an interesting day today. So the market basically was selling off heavy on the day, especially at market open. So we were at about 721 and then sold off all the way to about 712. News breaks that the Treasury Department is doubling the limit for their long-ended buybacks for securities, and then now little recovery into the upside there. You see, okay, but we'll see what happens. Short term might be a catalyst. Long term, you still have to face the bears. Long term, but something interesting that happened in the market. So anybody that's shorted at that market open movement, well and good. If you did not secure profits by this point there, then you played yourself. That's cool. That's fine. You know, we might find some opportunities tomorrow, so we'll keep track of it. Not to waste too much time, quick review. SanDisk down 3.49%. Aftermarket up a little bit, about a percentage point, so not bad. We had a little bit of some volatility throughout the day on this one. Not bad. 1685 down to about 1600 flat. Back up to about 17. Back down again to about 15. That's pretty much at the market open there when the entire market was basically selling off there. That's why QQQ had that little bit of a drop. Well, not a little bit, but significant drop, I would say, in my opinion. But yeah, SanDisk there down on the day. That's fine. Micron also down on the day, 0.37%. Up aftermarket, 0.08%. Not bad, same thing. Some volatility throughout the day, but of course we can actually see at market open what happened. It's basically mirroring the QQQ drop right there because, of course, tech heavy. So that was the drop right there, all the way from 964 to about 918, and then that recovery later on this morning, pretty much. Palantir looks like it's up on the day, 2.13% on this. Not bad. Okay. Keep our eyes on this one here again. NBIS. Oh man, I love this one. This one was at 277 and shed some skin all the way to about 214. What a nice entry. You cannot beat this. So same thing, market open. We had price retraction there. Okay. After that news broke, pretty much the entire market started recovering on the upside pretty much. So we'll keep watch here. We'll see if we get cheaper prices in NBIS, but NBIS is always a good deal to me, in all honesty. As we can see within the last week, we're looking at about 284 all the way down to about 214 lows of the day today. But this is a stock that is basically coming from about 150 something within this last month, and before the earnings it was trading at about 190, and it pushed up significantly. So not surprised in terms of the price shedding on this. AMD down on the day, 3.63%. We're still watching all of these, and we can actually see how this is just basically how most of the tech stocks, and most stocks pretty much, if you look at them, how they moved at market open. There was that dip after the news broke out. They tried to make a quick recovery. Some of them recovered, some of them basically remained flat or within a short range of their low points on the day. So we'll keep watch here. Hopefully we get better deals. NVDA is down on the day, 0.93%. Aftermarket looks like upside was 0.18%. Not that much. Same thing here. Market open, dip, 216, recovery. Okay, so always good to have cash to capitalize on some of these opportunities. So well and good. CoreWeave down 9.47% on the day. Aftermarket pushed up about 0.69%. Same thing. So it looks like we had some nice volatility throughout the day. Market open about $94, dropped all the way to $88, and back up to about $93, $94. But if we look at this one, after they announced their earnings, it was trading at about $88, pushed up all the way to about 114, 110, 114. Now we're basically seeing it back on the downside to about $88. Hopefully we can get it cheaper, so we'll keep our eyes open on this one. But of course, you can actually see how the NASDAQ ETF here, QQQ, behaved. Now, this trend line that I had is from the low point of Tuesday last week, and I was really hoping and had my fingers crossed to see if it would basically breach below this line here, and we did. We did. Yesterday, there was a little bit of some support right above this trend line, right above that 715 price tag. But after market, looks like we broke below it, went above, broke below it again, tried to go back on the upside. But of course, this was a trap. It was a trap right there. We can zoom in. So lots of movements on the upside. Right at market open, bam. Okay, bam. Bulls had a tough morning. The bears, of course, came in, had so much salmon, got fat, and if they did not leave at this particular point, then hey, they probably got thinner by the end of the day. But the bulls kind of took the day pretty much, I would say, But we'll keep watch. We'll keep watch. Today was a really nice day. Hopefully tomorrow we can have this type of movement so you can capitalize on both ends of the movement, downside and upside. All right, so fingers crossed. Be vigilant. Stay cash heavy. Utilize some of these opportunities. Thank you for tuning in. You have a good one. We'll catch you next time.